You've seen it everywhere, right? If you're in any personal finance circles online, there's this new player in town, AI, and everybody is scrambling to figure out how it fits into their financial life. It's an incredibly powerful tool for sure, but with all the hype, it's really hard to know what's real and what's not. So let's cut through all that noise and get down to how you can actually use AI for your money. It usually starts with a question just like this one. Something simple, something practical. You're looking at your spending, maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and you just wonder, hey, can this powerful new tool just, fix this for me? And then, pretty quickly, the questions start getting a little more ambitious. We stop thinking about just organizing our finances, and we start thinking about growing them. You can see the appeal, can't you? Could AI be some kind of secret key to unlocking wealth in the stock market? And that leads us right to the ultimate question, the big one, the one that wonders if this technology is so revolutionary that it can completely replace the human experts that we've relied on for decades. Look, these are all totally valid questions, and they lead us right here. It's not about whether AI is some kind of magic bullet, because, spoiler alert, it's not. It's about really understanding what it is, how it works, and most importantly, where it truly fits in your financial toolkit. So let's build that guide together, right now. So first things first, why is AI suddenly all over our finances? Well, it's because tools like ChatGPT are what we call large language models. Now just think of them as superpowered pattern finders. They have processed or read more text than any human ever could, which makes them brilliant at spotting connections in a data-heavy world of money. Everything from huge market trends down to your own personal spending habits. But here's the thing. To use this tool effectively, you have to play to its strengths. So, what is AI actually good at? Because once you get this, you stop treating it like some magic box, and you start using it like the powerful, specialized assistant it's meant to be. Okay, I want you to think of AI as your own tireless financial intern. It excels at the grunt work, it can instantly categorize a month's worth of spending, it can explain a really complex topic like compound interest in super simple terms, or it can run loan calculations in a flash. It is an absolute master at streamlining all those repetitive tasks that just drain your time and your mental energy. But, and this is a big but, here comes the crucial reality check. For all of its amazing strengths, AI has some really significant blind spots. And believe me, when it comes to your money, ignoring these limits can be a very, very costly mistake. The single biggest risk is something called an AI hallucination. You have to remember, the AI isn't thinking, it's not reasoning. It's just predicting the next most likely word based on all the patterns it's seen. This means it can generate an answer that sounds completely confident, but is just flat out wrong. It might, for example, confidently tell you about a tax credit that just doesn't exist, simply because those words sounded right together in its model. And this really gets to the core of it. AI doesn't know you. It doesn't know your goals, your fears, your risk tolerance, your unique life situation. It can't possibly understand the emotional weight of a big decision. Its training data can be months or even years out of date. And most importantly, it has absolutely no legal or ethical obligation to act in your best interest. And this slide right here perfectly illustrates the balance we're aiming for. On one side, you have AI's unmatched speed and data processing power. But on the other, you have those irreplaceable human qualities, real-world expertise, emotional context, and truly personalized advice. The real magic happens not when one replaces the other, but when they work together. Okay, so if the goal is to make them work together, how do we actually do that safely and effectively? This is where we get practical. Let's build our own playbook with a really clear, simple framework of do's and don'ts. Here it is in a nutshell. On the left side, we've got all the green light tasks: analysis, tracking, exploring options. These are the jobs for your intern. But on the right side, those are the red flags, relying on it for major decisions, trusting it blindly, or thinking it can replace a professional. Now, let's break these down a little more. So this is where you put AI to work. Let it automate things. Use AI-powered budgeting apps to analyze your spending patterns without you having to lift a finger. Set up automated tools that track and contribute to your savings goals. You can even have it map out different debt repayment strategies like the avalanche or snowball methods, so you can see what works best. And yeah, you can even explore robo-advisors that use algorithms to build a diversified portfolio. These are the perfect jobs for your AI assistant. Now for the critical warnings. Please never use AI alone for a life-changing decision like buying a home. Always, and I mean always, fact-check its information, especially for stuff like taxes where the rules are changing constantly. Be incredibly careful with your personal data. And please remember, this is a tool, not a substitute for an experienced human advisor who is legally bound to guide you through life's biggest complexities. So all of this, it all boils down to one simple, really powerful mental model. This is probably the single most important takeaway for how to think about AI and your money. What's truly exciting about all this is how these tools are breaking down barriers. I mean, for anyone who has ever felt intimidated by finance, the ability to just ask a dumb question in plain language and get an instant, non-judgmental answer, that's a game changer. It is genuinely empowering. So, this is your team structure. AI is your assistant. It's there to organize, to automate, and to inform. But you are the boss. You set the vision, you provide the real-world context, and you make the final call. The assistant works for you, not the other way around. Because ultimately, this isn't about finding the perfect app or the smartest AI. It's about building better habits and feeling more confident about your money. These tools can absolutely help you get there, but they are just that, tools. So the real question is, how are you going to put your new assistant to